This is Radio Times here on WHYY in Philadelphia. I'm Marty Moss-Cohen, and if you're just joining us, Andrew Bacevich is our guest, professor of international relations and history at Boston University, a retired Army colonel, served in Vietnam. We are talking about American foreign policy.
Now, what are U.S. interests? U.S. interests are, I think, limited to the fact that as long as al-Qaeda is not given an opportunity to create bases in Afghanistan from which to launch attacks, beyond that, I don't think we care about Afghanistan any more than we care about Uruguay.
Let me get a couple of callers, including Juan from New York City, to join our conversation. Hi, Juan. Go ahead. You're on the air.
Hello, yes. I'm listening to your caller. I find, his whole premise very interesting, but earlier in the conversation, he had talked about nation building, and he had mentioned that Uruguay was somehow involved in terrorism, and that we shouldn't be nation building Uruguay. I have lots of Uruguayan friends, and none of them have done anything, as far as I can tell, that's bad. I'm kind of confused as to why he's picking on Uruguay.
Yeah,
I haven't heard anything about Uruguay, and my friends, they might not be the most, intelligent people, but they're good people, and I just don't understand why this is happening.
Hold on one little second, and let me give our guest a chance to clarify.
I want to apologize. It was a joke. Obviously, it was a bad joke. I was trying to suggest that U.S. interests in Afghanistan are no greater than U.S. interests in Uruguay. I don't think U.S. interests in either place are very great. I am not trying to suggest that Uruguay is a hotbed of terrorism. I believe it's not.
Juan, thanks for calling into Radio Times. Let me get to Gerald from Philadelphia. Michelle, thanks for the call. Gerald, go ahead. You're on Radio Times.
Hi, how you doing? Yeah, I'm totally on board with a lot of things that you're saying, and I agree that becoming meddling in other affairs of other countries ultimately down the line is not going to guarantee that we have friends or that it's going to come back in a positive way. And look what's happened in Iraq. But also I got to tell you, even with your last caller, I think that the Uruguay thing, I think that we should, hold
on, Gerald.
We should put them on a terrorist.
Do me a favor and just ask your question. The Uruguay thing kind of got us off track here.
How many terrorists are in Uruguay? I don't want to go in. I want to boost up the airport security, like you just said.
Okay, let me ask the question that I see on the computer here, just because I'm looking at the clock, and I want to just be able to put this straight to our guest, Andrew Bacevich, which is, how then do we get out of Afghanistan and Iraq?
Right, exactly. Get out of Afghanistan?
Okay, fair enough, Gerald.
Now that we're in,
how do we get out?
In a situation. That's what I'm saying with the Uruguay. We don't want to end up there and then not be able to get out.
I hear you. Go ahead.
I don't want to go into Uruguay, but I do want to put them on a terrorist watch list, and I want to get out of Afghanistan. But now we're in. We can't go around. We can't now just, we have to win the hearts and minds.
Fair enough. And I appreciate the call. And let me get that back to our guest here.
I want to go on record as opposing putting Uruguay in the terrorist watch list.
Thank you very much.